Hello, people. One fat bastard here again. I'm gonna do. I get a lot of questions on because I use filters in my pipes. Almost all the pipes. I don't smoke them without filters if I don't have to. And I get a lot of questions about what filters to use, what they do for you, and what's available. These are the ones that I use. Um, these are the most popular ones. There are other types of filters out there for pipes, but they're just not as popular as these. There are two basic sizes really. There's 6 millimeter and 9 millimeter. In Europe, especially Germany, you will find that most pipes over there are filtered, 9 millimeter filters, almost everything. Because in Europe they use a lot more filtered pipes than they do in the U.S. In the U.S., people shun the pipe. I mean the filter. They think they don't think too highly of it. So, but I have no problems with it. They smoke just as good as unfiltered. I actually like the filtered because what happens is the filters are made of paper and they absorb a lot of the moisture, so you don't get any gurgle. Also, what happens is the filters block the hole to an extent and makes drawing easier, so you don't have to pack your bowl too tight. Also, it prevents little bits of tobacco going into your mouth. And I see all the time people spitting out tobacco. I see most of the people who smoke the presenters. Usually, they sit there and spit tobacco, and you know, little bits and chunks that goes in your mouth especially when you're lighting a pipe. You have to suck harder. But let me show you what's available to the normal stuff that's available. These are the medical filters. They're made of paper. It's like layers of paper, and there's a little cellophane wrapper on it. Do not remove the wrapper. It's supposed to come like that. A lot of people think they have to remove the little wrapper, the cellophane, but you don't. It's made to be like that. It has a little tingly little fingers in there, which trap moisture and tars and nicotine to an extent, but I don't think they do too much. So, but the hole is pretty open. There is that. These fit the corn cobs and almost all 6 millimeter filters, but you have to kind of trim it a little bit to make it a little bit shorter to fit. These fit the Savinellis also, which I use in. But I have to just a little bit trim right there. They're available everywhere. They're about a dollar for a 10 pack. The next ones are the 6 millimeters. This is a charcoal filter. It has charcoal inside, little charcoal particles, which trap tars and nicotine to more. I think these work the best in trapping tars and nicotine than do these. This one is the Elephant brand. These are available in Germany. I think they're made by a big German company, and they're not available in the U.S. I got these online. I got 10 of these, which come in a 45 of them in there. And they also have a meerschaum version, which this thing is filled with meerschaum bits, which also traps moisture and nicotine and tars better. But I like these. They've worked very well. They're a little bit tight on the draw, but that helps. So that way you don't have to pack your bowl too hard. These fit. They fit inside the corn cobs very well, and they fit all the 6 millimeter pipes like the Savinellis and some of the Petersons. Peterson's now using 9 millimeter, but they fit those. So these are the same diameter as the other ones, and they fit those pipes nicely. This is the size you should cut the paper one to if you want it to fit into the Savinellis. Next up is the wood. It's Balsa Wood. These are the Savinelli trademarks. They are 6 millimeter, and they fit also inside the corn cobs very well. These don't trap nicotine and tars as much, but they trap a lot of moisture. So if you want a drier smoke, I would suggest you use these, because it's not completely blocking a hole. You have these sides where smoke still gets through, but they trap a lot of moisture, and they work alright. These are the 9mm versions for their newer pipes. The Savinelli pipes I think they're moving to 9mm pipes. And this is the 9mm version of the Balsa Wood, which helps to trap a lot of moisture. I don't think they trap too much of the nicotine and tars, but you never know. The next up is the 9mm charcoal filter. These are made by Vowen. Also Stanwell makes them, which are probably all made by the same people. The blue part goes into the stem. This is where your mouth goes. They're color coded so you don't screw up. These draw much better than the 6mm. The hole is very open, and there's nothing in the stem. But still, they trap a lot of moisture in tars and nicotines. And I think it smooths the smoke. Some tobaccos burn the tongue or give you tongue bite. Using a filter reduces that by 90%, even more. But I find that it gives you more. It defines the tobacco flavor. Instead of getting a whiff of smoke, you get more defined flavor. But I use filters all the time. I like them. And you can use the instructions say you can use them for 2 to 3 smokes, all of them, but I don't. I just toss it after each smoke. They're not that expensive. And these also are not available in the US, but some retailers you can find them. But again, you can buy them on eBay from German eBayers. These are about $17 for a 100 pack. And they also fit the Savinelli 9mm, or any 9mm filter basically. They're about the same size. And there you have it. These are the filters I use, and these are the most popular ones. There are other kinds of filters out there, but those are rare, and you cannot find replacement filters very easily. But these are almost available everywhere. You can get the generic 9mm filters in the US from almost every retailer, but use brand names. They work much better. Very well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, let me know.